Hi, I'm Vince from Florida Shores Truck Center, and today I'm going to talk to you about the dates on tires and the age of your tires. If you've come in here with your motorhome or your truck, one thing you'll notice is that we always go out there and check the dates. We don't just look to see if the tires are dry rotted and cracked. And the reason why we do that is because we're near the highway and we can see what happens. People leave, like sometimes they'll leave South Florida and they'll come in here and they'll say that they had one blowout, then they went another 100 miles and they had another blowout. If that happens, when you go out and look at the tires, a lot of times they'll be dry rotted, but sometimes they won't be dry rotted. And then when you go and check the dates, you're probably going to find that the tires are over 6 years old. A lot of times they'll be as old as 10 years old. And we had a customer come in and we told him that he needed to change his tires because of the dates, and he didn't do it. And he said he would go ahead and let us record him on a video because he wanted to make sure that other people didn't have a bad experience that he did. So, thank you.
All right. So essentially, what happened as far as what made you want to do this
Yeah,
video?
hi, I'm here, as Vince said, at Florida Trucks Center here in Florida. And I live in New Jersey, and last October, I was traveling down here with my motorhome on I-95 and had a tire blowout on the right front. And not only did it cause a tremendous amount of damage on the coach, which was up around $14,000 worth of damage, but you know, I came very close to losing the whole unit as well as possibly my life. Prior to that, I had had some work done here, service work done, and Vince brought to my attention that the tires were ready to expire. You know, I have an automotive and truck repair shop back home in New Jersey, and you know, I looked at the tires like most of us do, and the tread was great. There was no dry rot on the outside, and I basically chuckled at Vince and said, you know, really, the tires are in great shape. Well, again, as I said, I found out the hard way and created a whole lot of damage on the coach. And you know, coaches, cars, that stuff is all iron and you can replace it. But when you're talking about people's lives, it's so important to make sure that you pay attention to these folks that tell you and you know show you how to look at the dates when they expire on the tires. And if they're expired, don't push it. As Vince said before, you know, even if it's just the steering axle, get the steering axle tires changed so that you don't run into the same problems that I did. It's just not worth it.
Hey, this is Turtle with Florida Shores Truck Center, and I just wanted to explain how you discover the date of manufacture on a tire. What you're looking for is something that starts with this, DOT. There'll be letters and numbers after it. Okay, well, the part that we're concerned with is right here. This tire was manufactured in the 41st week of 2010, 4/1/10. If it was 01/10, that would be the first week. The second set of two is always the year. The first set of two is always the week of that year.
Okay, so what have we learned? Rubber only lasts so long. So your rubber in your tires is only going to last a certain amount of time. 6 years, the tires need to be changed. Um, then the other thing about it, you know, a lot of times people don't think about it, but if you have hydraulic brakes on your motorhome, they're made of rubber also. It's a different kind of rubber. I think they call it polyethylene or something. But that rubber, it only lasts a certain amount of time too. And what we do here at Florida Shores Truck Center is if a motorhome comes in and the brakes are over 10 years old, we won't touch the brakes on that motorhome unless we change every rubber part in it. And we'll change the brake lines, we'll change the calipers, the master cylinder, and every time we stray from that, like if the parts are not available, we always have a problem. Another thing that you guys need to think about is airbags, whether it's a motorhome or a truck. If you get one airbag that's like 7 years old and then it leaks, you might as well go ahead and change the rest of the airbags, because they're all going to go bad one at a time, and it's going to do it at a inopportune time, and you're going to be stuck on the road somewhere and you may not be able to get the parts. You can usually go to your garage close to you, and a lot of times they can get the airbags at a reasonable price, like maybe from an aftermarket dealer. We sell a lot of AirTech airbags. We also sell some from Torx. We also sell Automan airbags. All those companies are real reasonable. Sometimes even the dealers will have specials on airbags, and you can plan ahead, get all the airbags changed at one time. So pay attention to how old the stuff is, not only whether or not it's got cracks in it. And this is Vince from Florida Shores Truck Center. Thank you.